All right, hi there, everybody. We are 3.5 minutes away from the start of stage 9 of Tour de Monde. We are in Egypt today, and we will be heading for the pyramids, the great pyramids of Giza. It's a slightly shorter stage today, 36 kilometers, relatively flat. I say flat, there's 250 meters of climbing, a couple of large downhills. There's a couple of slightly orange sections on the route. You can see on the route profile at the bottom of the page there, bottom of the screen. There's also, like I say, there's nice blue sections. Should be a pretty fast stage. We've had 75 riders complete the stage already today. The lunchtime slot was the fastest, 51 minutes 15 seconds. And there was a finishing group of 4, so there's 148 riders currently online. I imagine we will be a bit quicker. Hopefully we'll be able to stay in the group. See how we get on. So, good number of riders again in this. Might be pushing a daily record today, depending on how many riders we get. A couple minutes now, little last chance for some riders to get in. I know there's a few other slots as well today, so people might have, in the evening there's a 5:30 slot and a 6:45 slot. We tried to spread it around a little bit, so there's still a chance for other people, if they need to jump into those slots and get on. So some familiar names here in today's stage then. We've got Alex Plager, he won the Uluru stage, stage 5. Matt Osborne, strong rider. Jules Van Camp, he won one of the time slots, I think, on Uluru, but not overall. Yeah, a lot of big hitters in here today. Chris Navin, Raul Lopez, Jurgen Janssens. They're all pretty high up in the overall standings. James Malville. All right, 30 seconds to the off then. Hopefully no issues today. Looks like we might have been capped at 148 riders. Hasn't gone up for a couple minutes. So hopefully that means the server's responding. It's realised the threshold and it's stopping new riders from coming in and creating an issue. All right, 5 seconds. Get powered up. Oh, and we're off. Crazy start again. Oh no, it looks like Bulk is out of the GC then. Looks like all those mega efforts might have caught up with him a little bit. That's a disappointment for him. A shame for the GC overall. Oh. So with a big field like this, it's going to be a spicy start. We've got some good straight roads early on. None of the issues that we saw yesterday with the wiggly roads. So massive bunch then. Still 70 odd riders. And it's hammering. Oh, a bit of a chance to ease up. 2 minutes in. Manuel Palma. Kenneth Messina. I think Manuel Palma did pretty well yesterday, won the evening slot. Messina's right up there in the GC. Great Prelshaw on the front as well, driving the pace for Team 3R. Maybe Maxime. I've done my recon. Just need my legs now. This is a huge bunch. 80 odd riders. Still all together. On this false flat, 1% up gradient. Then into a bit of a dip, followed by a 3 or 4% uphill on the other side. Just trying to push forward. So group of 75 or so. About to hit the start of this first descent then. Starts pretty gradual, then picks up in the middle, so the speeds are going to increase. There we go then. Slope goes negative. On the wrong side of the road here. That train is going. There we go. Tucked across there. So I imagine it's going to be quite a hard ride. So many people in this group. People are going to be fighting for position, fighting for the front of the race. A lot of yo-yoing to the front, I think, keeping that speed high. Just trying to stay off the front Anytime I hit the front, I lose 6, 7, 8 kilometers an hour. You're just allowed the pack to surge past. That's better. It's easing up earlier. Oh, no. See how much my speed drops there? All right, hit the bottom of the dip. Looks like a couple of corners before the climb. Round we go. You can see on the right hand side, top right hand corner, starting to slope up. Over the next K. Cena, Linden, Rowbottom, Davies, all top 10 guys or thereabouts on the front. Just marshalling that position, staying out of trouble. Sitting in behind, want to save that energy. The Eagle Cops there off the front, winner of the Rio de Janeiro stage on Saturday, stage 6. So this is a real drag, this bit. 3% for the next 3K. Pretty strung out at the minute. Small bunch in the middle here. Need to get tucked in, I'm hanging on the outside. It's better. So coming back together a little bit here. The gradient level's off. Clear split there then. Oh. Not much braking on these corners uphill. Oh. Right, almost over that first climb then. It's got to be alert on this long downhill now. Not quite at the crest just yet. But you can see how the peloton there is spread across the road. That's an indication no one's pushing. Right-hander, left-hander, that's okay. Good position. Right in the middle of the road. Just nabbing attacks out of the corner into the downhill. That's why it pays to be near the front, so you can respond. Oh, just want to recover a little bit. See if I can get my heart rate below 170. Oh. That's better. There are a couple of little bumps on this downhill. A couple of corners to be alert for. Just like that one. And this one. Give it a little dig. Hit this corner in the lead. We'll get the best line then. Like a couple have been dropped. Another chicane. As Osborne attacks. That Osborne attack. Known throughout the peloton. Trying to catch people out in those corners. So if they're not paying attention, you're at the back and you don't push, that elastic can snap. You can find yourself distanced. Here's Jules Van Camp then, 60-year-old. An average about 350 watts for an hour. We have sent him a verification email. Not sure if we've heard back yet. I say we. As the event organisers, we've asked RGT to do that on our behalf. They do take an active involvement in ensuring the ride fair ethos is adhered on RGT. So it's commendable that they do get involved. Now, outside line here, look. Danger zone. First one on the front. I'm having to push this to stay in touch. But I was wise. Saw it coming. Planned accordingly. Another outside line. These bloody roundabouts. I hate them. Ah, they fucking drain you. Alright, big descent now. Okay, let's have a look then. Let's try and see who's in this group. James Hodges, Kenneth Benzina, Jules Van Camp, Matt Osborne attacking again. He's relentless. John Samu from Pokemotion, Matt Schnorr from Pokemotion, Jürgen Janssens, top 10. I think I saw Bushman, maybe Plager. Malville's in here, top 10. Currently third, I think. Aidan Smedley, Nate Fulshire. Yeah, there's Alex and Sebastian. Sebastian in the green kit there. Over on the right hand side. We approach the halfway point. Thanks Simon Squires for subscribing. Get involved in the chat if you're watching. Will Spencer in this group as well. That's what we got. Med. He's got a little punch on him. Eagle Cops. He's strong. Chris Navin. Well, I think I've picked up most of the guys. We hit the steep a bit. His speed picks up here. Stay in that draft. Long straight road. So it looks like we're possibly going to smash that time from earlier. That's it, was 51, 52 minutes. We've still got a bit of climbing. But we're over halfway. In under 25 minutes. Obviously this backside making a bit of a difference. Keeping that speed high, 75 kilometers an hour. Almost 50 miles an hour. As people slingshot to the front. Hit the wind, ease up, and then the next person comes by. You do have to be careful, make sure you just tag on the back. Don't get spit out the back. You can just manage it, just hold in second or third wheel. Be ready to push a little bit just to squeeze back in if you do start falling backwards. Thanks for tuning in everyone who's watching. Hope you're enjoying it so far. I imagine we'll mostly stay together now until the base of that next climb. I expect to see some attacks 6-7 kilometers out from the finish. I'm sure it will split up again at that point. Could be maybe just 10 from this group, taking it forwards to the sprint. That's getting away. Respond. Oh. Good job I had some wheels to latch onto there. I'll go shooting through the front. Oh, this is a lovely descent, but you can't ease up. Always a mental game as much as a physical game, this. All right, starting to flatten out now. The speeds have dropped off a bit. It's still important to be in that draft. I'm dancing around the road a bit. I'm not doing a very good job of being controlled here. Swinging from left to right. Almost at the bottom. Ever so slightly downhill. Right, there we go then. Just ticked over. Start climbing up again. There are a few corners in the last few kilometres. Just squiggle around a little bit. Seems like things have just settled down a little bit. I think people just going to hold their nerve before that red bump. So we know the pace is going to kick up. So you don't want to go too deep on the climb up to it. You don't want to approach the reds in the red. You can see the little bars under the riders. Yellows, blues, greens, the odd orange or red. No one's pushing it. I get my heart rate nice and low. So there's a little yellow bump coming up just shortly. 2% maybe. Might be just a little bit of an attack there. At the moment we're rolling along quite nicely. Just watching each other. 25k in. Just over 10k to go. Bit of an attack there from Navin. 5 watts a kilo. Just lifting it a little bit, stretching it out. There, just move across. Make sure we're in this pack. Don't get caught out on the back there. All right, 10k to go. Give that little 2% bump. Try and string it out a little bit. Someone else take over. Oh. Straight roads today until we get to the end, and then it's snaky. They had snakes in Egypt, didn't they? I'm sure you see that on some of the hieroglyphics and some of the ancient Egyptian art. So still 138 riders online. Again, big numbers, good to see. Looks like most of them have got to the bottom of that big descent now. A couple just on their way down still. Most people though on this second hill. We start to get towards the base. That sharp climb. Looks like a lot of people working together. Looking at the chat messages there. Always useful if you can get into a little group. Share the workload. Teammates helping each other. Comment in the chat there about nice change from the lumpy courses. That's been a bit up and down at times. Only 2 small bumps today. I'm sure they will do some damage. Here comes the warning triangle then. Danger ahead. 4% for 1.3k, maybe that's it. Here come the red numbers then. Get strung out on the road. Oh. Ah. Made it. So that back down to 13 now. Bit strung out. Osborne puts in an attack again. Don't break. $3K to go. The pace is hot. Palmar and Van Camp on the front pushing. Oh. Downhill. Then we swing right. The road on the right that we come back on. Got to loop around the pyramid first. There's the Flamme Rouge up ahead. Off the front. Ah, ah, oh. Oh, those legs are burning. Oh, oh, hard finish. Oh, oh, tough. Whew. Oh, super close on the line. Half a second for the top 10. Ah, good ride. Oh, thanks for tuning in, guys. Oh, that last bit was exciting, wasn't it? Exciting, hard, tactical, however you want to describe it. Oh, that was enjoyable. Wasn't a full-on balls to the wall. There was some rest in that. Also some hard efforts. Big group just coming in there behind. Oh, did break up a bit, but looks like lots of different groups together. Everyone having a wheel. Fortunately, now that I've finished, I can't go back through and see how everyone else is getting on. Let's see if I can scroll through here a little bit, pick out some names. So, top 10, Osborne, Bushman, Copse, myself, Lister in 4th, Mad Schnorr 5th, Melville 6th. Possibly up to the race lead now with Levine dropping out. We shall see. Alex Plager in 7th, Chris Navin, John Samu in 9th. That's 2 guys from the Pokemotion team in the top 10 there. James Hodges riding for the 2nd time today on this course. Henrik Maird in 10th. I think it's Henrik. Jesus Van Camp and Manuel Palmar 12th and 13th. That was your front group. And then Nate Fulcher, Hayden Smedley in 15th. Kenneth Fancina lost a bit of time there. Jürgen Janssens also losing a bit of time. And Krajewski there. So a few guys in your top 10. A minute down on Melville. So we'll see how that shakes out. So what looked like a fairly innocuous day has mixed things up a little bit. Tim Davies, Mark Robot on there riding high in the GC as well. They've lost a few minutes. Well, there we go. That's your top 25 or so. See how that all shakes out in all the results. We'll get that updated and out to you as soon as possible. Well, thanks a lot for tuning in, everyone. So tomorrow's stage is the Antarctica stage, 45 kilometers. I think about 700 meters of climbing. It's the longest stage of the tour. And then there's a rest day on Friday. Then it's time trial day on Saturday. And then the big mountain stage, Telegraph and Galibier on Sunday. So I'll be riding that possibly on the 12 o'clock slot. We shall see. See how my legs are. Right, cheers everyone. I'm going to sign off now. Catch you soon.